Hey dolls, welcome back to another bullet journal video. Today I'm showing you my July spreads, and the theme I chose for this month was citrus. I don't know, it's summer, and even though the weather has been a bit cloudy, I couldn't pass up the chance to do a theme that reminded me of summer. So here it is, let's get started. I hope you guys like it. As usual, I'm starting with a quote, and since I chose a citrus theme, I looked through Pinterest for citrus quotes. So this one says, start fresh every day, which can go many different ways depending on how you look at it, whether it's metaphorical or literal, such as eating a nice healthy breakfast. I don't know. I drew half an orange at the bottom of the page because there was enough space, and to avoid crowding it with the next page, I decided to leave the rest of the page with negative space. The following page is my cover page for July, and again, citrus theme, so I drew a few lemons, limes, and another orange. I will be drawing these citrus fruits randomly. I'm not trying to make it even or have a pattern, just so that it looks more or less, well, less structured basically. I did want to highlight the word July somehow, and I'm glad I picked yellow because it's subtle, but it still looks fairly nice that way. To finish off this page, I'm adding lots of colored dots all over. Next is my calendar spread. I'm highlighting the days and dates and only drawing lines vertically to make it look less structured. It seems that I have a thing for not making things so structured anymore. If you guys have been here since the very beginning in January when I started this bullet journal, then I'm sure you will be familiar with what I'm talking about. I do have boxes all around the calendar to fill up the space, but they will be decorative more or less. I do have my growth box as well, which has been interesting to fill out because even though I'm growing slowly, it's nice to see the numbers climb little by little each month. I also have a to-do list, which I actually renamed to priority because that's usually what goes in this box anyway. I have specific posts or videos that have to be done each month, and I try to prioritize those in order to stay as organized as possible. For the upper left box, I decided to start coloring it in and not outlining it because I will be writing over it. I did doodle an orange or grapefruit, I don't know, and a lemon at the bottom of the left page to fill in the space like I said, and I liked how this pulls the entire page together, or I'm sorry, the spread. The lower right box is also colored in randomly, and this one will be outlined to stand out from the other one. I actually ended up replacing my expenses page with the summer's bucket list because it came to the point where the expenses page became useless to me. At first it worked so well and I had a budget plan to go with it, but then it became a hassle and now I just don't want to bother with it anymore. We are still learning how to handle our finances, but I think we're getting to where we want to, and I don't see a need for the expenses page anymore. Okay, with that out of the way, I do have my habit trackers next. This page is the same as last month, so no need to sit through the entire thing, so let's fast forward. With space at the bottom, I added another quote. This one says, "Squeeze the day," which I thought was super cute and also appropriate for this page, considering these are daily habits. No excuses, just do it, right? The next spread is also the same as last month, my fitness and health pages. I mentioned last month that I've changed some of my lifestyle choices, which includes exercise and diet. It's not extreme, mind you, but I felt it was necessary for me to do, and this left page is how I'm keeping track of all of that. I will do a poster video by the time I'm done, probably in September. This right page is what I've been doing for a while, tracking daily squats, arms, butt, and abs workouts. I love the running graphs for time I spent sleeping and working out. It's just really nice to look at, and as I mentioned, every single month I love seeing the peaks and dips in both of them. I didn't do any doodles for this spread like I did last month because there wasn't much space, but I decided to use the colors I've been using so far, yellow, orange, and green. Next spread is my favorite, not just this month, but every month. It's my page to be creative, not doodling creative, but more like jotting down ideas for future posts and videos. This is my mental space for lots of things, and this is also the reason why I have such a surplus of ideas that I barely have time for. I'm hoping my blog and channel schedule helps a bit in putting out all of these ideas because I've had some of these ideas for months, and that's not an exaggeration. Anyway, I wanted to keep it simple because last month I took up a lot of space with the lavender. Yes, it was pretty, but I could have used some more writing space. Lastly, we're at the very end. Yay! My weekly spread. I've said this many times, but I'm so glad I made the switch to 1 week spreads as opposed to 2 weeks because I have more space for doodling and planning each week as it comes. Currently, I'm taking in 1 week at a time, but I'd be lying if I didn't say that I practically have the entire month planned out. It's executing every single deadline that is hard. This weekly spread helps to lay everything out and organize my life and how much time is spent editing each day. I do also have my days off, which are Fridays and Saturdays, to give myself a mental break. Occasionally, if I have some things that I do need to do, such as filming, that will happen on either Friday or Saturday. But for the most part, I want to keep those days clear because those are basically weekend days and, time to spend with the family. Anyway, I have added 2 new boxes to this spread. One is for this week's task and the other is for next week. That way, if I'm done editing anything for the current week, I can get started on next week's stuff and so on and so forth. I feel like this will also help me to prioritize content for the week, like what I need to edit first so that I don't have to keep going back and forth. Anyway, like I keep saying, I'm hoping that this will help me stay organized. If it works and it goes well for me, I will be able to schedule things in advance without having to worry about posts getting delayed or whatever. I'm literally such a procrastinator, so this is me going to extreme measures to make sure shit gets done. Anyway, here's the final flip through of my July Citrus bullet journal. I say this all the time too, I'm no artist, but it's been incredibly fun getting creative with this journal and taking inspiration from other far more talented people. I'm having so much fun sitting down and spending time planning and sketching my journal each month, as well as planning each week. I hope you guys like this month's theme. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you still haven't. I upload every Tuesday and Thursday, and this week I should have 2 extra videos and post, so go follow my blog as well. Thanks so much for tuning in, loves. I love you guys so much. See you in my next video. Bye.